Holy sweet bud, Batman. Joe Biden just pardoned everyone arrested for marijuana possession. Everyone. That's right. That's what he did, right? If you watched the mainstream media a couple of days ago, they lost their minds over Joe Biden's incredible move to release hundreds of thousands of people from prison who were convicted of drug possession. It was incredible. USA Today said, inside Biden's history-making moves on marijuana. The New York Times screamed, Biden pardons thousands convicted of marijuana possession under federal law. And here he is, the superhuman octogenarian himself.
No one should be in jail just for using or possessing marijuana. It's already legal in many states, and criminal records for marijuana possession have led to needless barriers to employment, to housing, to educational opportunities. And that's before you address the racial disparities around who suffers the consequences.
My God, this guy's a hero. I haven't seen this many drug users celebrate since the SpongeBob SquarePants movie came out in IMAX. Biden said he will pardon all those people convicted of simple federal marijuana possession between 1992 and 2021. So how many hundreds of thousands will be freed from our brutal prisons? How many souls has this courageous man freed from the jaws of confinement? Officials estimate about 6,500 people with federal convictions for simple possession of marijuana will benefit. Oh, that's a lot fewer than I thought. I mean, over 30 years, that's about 217 people per year. That's less than the number of people who go through a single Sonic drive-thru in Ackworth, Iowa in a single afternoon and accidentally drop their milkshake in their lap and go, fuck, shit, kids, don't repeat what I just said. I said don't repeat it. But that's okay. That's okay. At least it's something. At least it's a start. So how many of those 6,500 can walk out of prison right now, and immediately hug Joe Biden, their savior, their Jesus, their Nelson Mandela, their own personal Hobbes from Calvin and Hobbes? Well, as the BBC reported, no one is currently in federal prison solely for possession of marijuana. No one? No one. No one? Biden just freed no one? Well, damn, what a brave, bold man. You know, I used to say the Democrats never do anything and never really change anything. I take all of that back now. I was so wrong. That was before I found out that without Joe Biden and the Democrats, no one would still be in prison right now. But luckily, they got no one out. And now no one can go back to living his life and loving the family he doesn't have because he's not a person. Also, in Biden's little speech there, he forgot to mention that he was a chief architect of the deadly, costly drug war. We wouldn't even be in this situation right now where America is the largest prison state in the world if it hadn't been for Joe Biden and his fucking insane quest to lock up as many black and brown people as possible. So Biden's mission to solve the drug war, a war against our own citizens, by freeing exactly no one from prison, is almost as good as his efforts to end the student debt crisis by erasing $10,000 of student loan debt for each borrower, except for some and except for the others. Kind of like Pete Buttigieg's healthcare plan of Medicare for all for some. Even though Biden's initial student loan forgiveness plan was too little too late to begin with, did you know it's even less now? A few days ago, in a reversal, the Education Department is excluding many from student loan relief. An administration official tells NPR roughly 800,000 borrowers would now be excluded from relief, though many more borrowers could end up getting less relief than they were entitled to under the old guidance. At this point, I feel like the Democrat slogan should be, you may say we don't do enough, but it's actually a little bit less than that. And yes, much like Biden's other grand midterm election move, freeing federal marijuana prisoners, the student loan relief also has to do with a massive problem Biden helped create, as The Guardian wrote a few years ago. Private student loans were largely stripped of bankruptcy protections in 2005 in a congressional move that had the devastating impact of tripling such debt over a decade and locking in millions of Americans to years of grueling repayments. One politician stood out as an especially enthusiastic champion of credit card companies who, as it happens, had given him hundreds of thousands of dollars in campaign contributions: Joe Biden. So basically, to sum all this up, Joe Biden, right now, President Biden, is doing a particularly pathetic job of trying to fix all the damage that Joe Biden did to America. Maybe his re-election campaign message will be, "Give me 4 more years to fix all the horrible shit I've done to America. I can't possibly do it in 1 term." Long story short, legalize drugs, eliminate student loan debt, and replace Joe Biden with an excessively cologne, slightly crooked lamp of some sort. No one will know the difference. That's it for now, but the Most Censored News comes out twice a week. Please hit subscribe to make sure you find out about every video. Also, we are completely independent, so it's people like you that will keep this show going on Patreon. All right, until next time, keep fighting.